Hey everyone, this is Max at MaxCTCG. Thanks for joining me in another video. So in this video, we're going over a new Yu-Gi-Oh! Organization article. It's kind of a light dark dragon card. It's really cool to kind of dive into this. You'll see how good the card is and kind of discuss what playability options it has. And what we'll do is we'll just jump into the video and get started. Alright, so we have split the stars for Protostar Dragon of the Interstellar Void from Rage of the Abyss. Very cool looking from the artwork we're seeing so far. So you have Protostar Dragon of the Interstellar Void, level 8 Light Dragon Fusion effect monster, attack 2500, defense 2500. 1 light or dark dragon monster plus 1 dark dragon monster. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. 1. If this card is fusion summoned, you can target cards your opponent controls up to the number of light and dark monsters used as its material, destroy them. 2. If this card is banished, you can target 1 level 4 light or dark dragon monster you control, it becomes level 8. Hey everyone, this is Editing Max. If you're enjoying the content, hit that thumbs up button, give the video a like, and leave a comment if you have any discussions you want to start, and consider subscribing to the channel if you want to see more of this type of content. Everyone, thanks again for watching, and I hope you enjoy, and we'll get back into it. So one thing I really like about this card is it is a super poly target, so that always makes these types of cards potentially playable. It's just a light or dark dragon plus a dragon. So it's very playable in most dragon strategies to kind of combat them. Plus there's also the new dragon support that's coming out, kind of the new retrain of the light and darkness dragon. So I think this works with those. But what I really like about it is that if it's fusion summoned, you get to target cards your opponent controls up to the number of your light and dark monsters use as material to destroy them. So that's one thing that I like. If you're using super poly on your opponent's board, they're not your light and dark monsters, so you don't actually get the destruction effect on top of the fact that you also just, probably wiped away their board for the most part. So I think that's a nice way to balance it out. You could use it as a card to push going second and destroy cards. You can also use it to combat other decks, other mirror matches, or just other dragon decks generally, for the most part. So I think that's really cool. And then if you banish this, which probably works with other, chaos themes, you can target a level 4 light or dark dragon, make it 8, potentially make some, rank 8 or other plays with the deck. I think the light and darkness retrains required level 8 dragons, I believe. It's been a while since we looked at that, so I'm not positive. But I think this seems like a solid card. Any card that's a super poly target, that you can use your opponent's monsters to kind of, break their board apart, they can't respond, removes them from the field, it's not destruction, it's not targeting. That's always going to be really good as long as that card is playable in the game. So I think this will always be at least potentially playable, and the fact that it can also work with maybe some of these other strategies or other light and dark decks, I think that's really cool. And I'm really glad because I think the artwork looks really awesome, and I'm glad we get to actually have a playable card. I think it's just the worst when you get a really cool looking card and it's just not very good. Hey everyone, this is Editing Max. If you're enjoying the content and you want to support the channel, you can check out the TCG affiliate link in the description below. It supports the channel and costs you nothing, and you'll just be doing the same thing you normally do when you buy cards from TCG Player. If you're new to buying cards from TCG Player, check out my website. I have a section on it that helps out new people, kind of explaining some of the aspects of TCG Player, so that way you can get the most out of your money and you don't fall into some of these weird things that some people do to push up the price of cards. If you want to become a patron on the channel, check out my Patreon. It's another way you can help support the channel. We have different perks you can check out, like a lot of archetype proxies you see on the screen. Every week, I put a new one out that everyone on the channel can vote on YouTube, and then these go to Patreon for you to print out. You can also join for early access. Some videos will be 1 day early access, others that are in a longer series could be weeks out in advance, and you can get the entire thing at once, while everyone on YouTube has to wait week by week for all the videos to come out. You can also join for an exclusive Yu-Gi-Oh! Reaction series where I watch through the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, we have discussions in the comments, and watch through it together as well. Plus there are other perks coming out in the future. Everyone, thanks again for watching the content. Everyone, that's it for this article. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think Protostar Dragon of the Interstellar Void will see some play in that new Light and Darkness Dragon retrain or in other decks? Do you think it's just a super poly target? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. I'd love to hear, and I'll see you guys in the next video.